Hey Martin, what do you say we speed this up a little bit? Just kidding, Martin. Don't have a heart attack on me now. Hello and welcome to another episode of Race Car Rides. Today we have Martin Turner with us. He's actually running for County Commissioner, District 2. And today he wanted to show us a little about what's going on in Camden County and some of the future plans. And well, Martin, I'll turn it over to you.
Neighborhood. This is Bristol Hammock, which is a beautiful neighborhood not too far from Laurel Island, across from the high school there in Kingsland. And if you'll look, and when you first drive in here, you'll see that the ditches are built up. They've got a lot of debris and bushes and things like that need to be taken care of. And they actually need to shoot a grade on this to make sure that the drainage is working appropriately. You know, I've met with some of the neighborhood folks here, and we've talked about this, and we've met with the county, and we've met with the engineers, and we've already started working on fixing this problem. And I think it'll turn out really well because we got together and tried to solve these issues. But what a beautiful neighborhood this is. Everything in District 2 is beautiful to me. I remember as a child or as a young boy or as a teenager spending a lot of time down at Harrods Bluff. The dock was down there, the boat ramp, and we used to put in there and go over to Cumberland Island and all over the different places. I love this area. And I do know that there are some issues down there that need to be dealt with as well. There are issues everywhere. But if we come together as a group and as a citizen together, there's no issue we can't solve. Hey, check out this ditch. That is a good looking ditch, because one of the major complaints basically that we're not keeping up the ditches and the side of the road and those kinds of things. Well, that ditch really looks good. So attaboy. Also, you got the parks, you've got the fire station there. Everything is just in that central area with Harris Bluff Baptist Church. And it's just a good place, and to me, that should be the focal point of the Harris Bluff community, where they can go down there and meet and play basketball, play in the playground, do whatever they got to do. And also, I'll tell you this. There's a pavilion down there that's been vandalized on more than one occasion. That's got to stop. We've got to find out who's doing this, and we have to hold someone accountable to make this issue stop so that we can open this place up, use it, enjoy it, and have fellowship down there at the park. As a matter of fact, I would like to start holding town hall meetings down there to find out exactly what the issues are and how we can solve them together as a community. It's vital that we do that, and that's the best way for us to move forward, is by talking, understanding, and moving forward. I do realize that we need to put mulch in these playgrounds. I realize that is an issue. I've checked on it, and right now, since COVID, they've had a hard time getting the mulch, and the price of it is just about tripled. So keep those things in mind when you're looking at it, and just try to help out. I think it's great if we work together. I can't say that enough. We have to work together. So I will be the one who listens to you, and I hopefully will be the one that would always be there to help you in your time of need. Well, one thing is they've already started developing several industries out there. One of them being the Foodie J's, where they make egg rolls and those things and ship them all over the country. The other one being Plug Power, which is basically where they create hydrogen fuel cells for tow motors and other items that they're going to use in the industries all over the United States as well. Plus, they're also in the process of developing a 1 million square foot warehouse, 750,000 square foot warehouse, and a 350,000 square foot warehouse as like a spec home, but it'll be a spec industry going in industrial park. I think that's a great idea. It's almost kind of, if we build it, they will come thought, but guarantee you they've done their research and they know they will come. It's right next to the interstate. It's across the street from Foodie J's in that area there, and they're going to build a complex so that someone can come in and have a huge warehouse, and that'll create some jobs. So that's one thing they're going to do in industrial park that I think is a very appropriate. And of course, you know what we just did in St. Mary's with the Cumberland Inlet too, as well on the old mill property. So I am encouraged. I still want to see how many jobs they're going to create, what those jobs are going to pay, and how technical are those jobs so that we can keep our children and our grandchildren here. Also, I want to see us work with the technical school, the Coastal Pines Technical School. Maybe what they can do is get more classes there and diversify even more so that we can teach the things that are in the building trades as well. I was in the HVAC business for 20 years, and I know how hard it was to get the technicians to actually go do the work. I'd like to see an HVAC class there, electrical, plumbing, those issues, those things that are going on in our neighborhood. We need more technical people here, and we need to keep our kids here when they graduate with good, high-paying jobs that they can use to raise their own families. Okay, guys, as we kind of close this down, let me just talk to you from my heart. I'm a local businessman, have been for 20 years. I have fought for the whole 20 years to try to keep everything local. I've worked through the Chamber of Commerce. I've worked through small business administrations. I've worked through the Joint Development Authority. I've worked through the county commissioners. I've worked through even the city councilman here in our local community. I believe strongly in the multiplier effect. When you spend money in our county, then these businesses buy homes, they buy groceries, they buy vehicles. Hopefully they buy their vehicles locally, but they do all of these things locally, which gives us back the tax revenue that we can use to continue to bless our county and encourage the growth in our county as well. Those things are important to me. Those things are vital as long as we understand that we are a community that helps one another. I'm Martin Turner, checking out. Have a great day.